Well, I'm gonna start this off with Lysol.
You've been talking about Lysol.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you still have Lysol in your mind after everything we just done today.
Yeah. Lysol is really your main concern right now?
No,
But,
I said
before
I was
you go
gonna
into
start
it-
off with Lysol.
Before you go into it, tell everybody who you are.
My name is Bobby Mack. Yo, and you're listening to the Morning After Pill Show. I'm chilling with the homies, Chris and Vic.
We're homies.
We're homies now.
Vic,
I'll take it.
but if you want, you can call him Vicks because he's got that Vapo rub.
Vapo.
I have that Vapo rubs.
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel. I got a SoundCloud. Just look up Bobby Mack.
Throw some enthusiasm in that, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
dude,
be
dude,
excited
this is
about
like-
it.
this is
You are
like-
telling them who
Hold
you
on,
are.
We
hold
can't
on.
get people drunk when they come to our house.
I know,
That's
right?
exactly
This is
the
why
reason.
we
Hold
can't.
on. It's
No,
not
no, no.
even-
Tell you what.
It's not even that I'm drunk, man. Like I'm sitting. We had a conversation prior to me coming to this chair.
Don't be so docile.
That
Man,
conversation
I feel so
is deep.
good.
I get it.
Whatever that
You
word
fucked
means,
him up, man.
man. I gotta look that shit up. Docile.
Docile.
You know what word I like? Regal. I like that word.
It's a car.
Whatever.
It's also a person
cinema.
in a movie theater.
There
It
you go.
is. It is.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways,
Me
yeah.
personally, I go to AM.
Tell them who you are.
Mack.
Tell them who you are. Give them some passion, man.
Yeah, like
let them be excited about you.
Yo, this is Bobby Mack coming to you live. Now, this ain't
looks
live,
good.
but I'm on the Morning After Pill Show. Chilling with Chris and Vic. We just living it up. A little drunk. And, having a good old jolly
Do we see a
time.
pattern developing when
What?
someone's on the show?
When somebody actually comes here for the
Yes.
show. So Bobby Mack was
Sober when he got here.
sober when he got here.
Peer
But he's
pressure.
also okay. We've had a few people on remotely because of quarantine.
Yes.
Bobby Mack came by.
And I had Lysol sprayed on to me before I walked in here.
Bobby is actually a long. It's what, been 4 years that we've known each other.
It's been quite some time, man.
4
Yeah.
years.
I think I have short-term lost memory because,
short-term lost memory.
short-term memory loss. Because, I forget stuff that, has happened within a certain period of time unless it's brought up.
It's
and
been
then I'm
like 4
Yeah.
years.
okay, because
Yeah.
I start thinking about it.
No, we've known each other for a while, which is dope. We
Yeah, man, that's pretty
worked
dope.
together. How embarrassing is that to say?
I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I think you're a fucking cool guy, man.
He wouldn't be here
A
if
lot
not.
of
Right?
people would disagree with that.
Yeah, a lot of people hate
lot,
you. A lot
yeah.
of people hate
You
you.
know,
Well, you
No.
you
can
gotta
take
hate somebody.
those people and put them in a lot and, let them chill with each other and they can just talk about you. At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with the name being in the hater's mouth.
Any publicity, including bad, is good publicity.
What do you do, Bobby? What do you do? Why are you here today?
Why am I here today? Well, I'm here to promote the Morning After Pill Show.
No.
And
You're here. We're here to
good
promote
story.
you,
and I'm
man.
I'm also here to put myself out there and just come with that sword and shield against my insecurities when it comes to my passion, which is rapping. That's what I like to do.
was a rapper.
I got some bars.
Where was your last show before the quarantine at, man?
You've done
Last
a couple.
show was at the
You were at the 502, right?
502. I don't even know where that's at, man.
No.
Yeah, dude, I don't travel like that. But I mean, eventually one day it's gonna happen. The Vibes Event Center.
Vibes Event Center.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's off East Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
down.
yeah.
There's like a showcase, right? There's a few of you.
Yeah, man. There's a few of us. The funny thing was, nobody showed up until after I performed.
It's just like doing comedy.
Were you one of the
dude.
first?
Yeah, I was I don't know, number 6. But the thing was, I was still kind of early. But there's people there. I'm not gonna lie. There's people there. I got props. You know what I'm saying?
no.
But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, everyone that actually showed up and made it somewhat of a show, they didn't show up until after I performed.
Yeah, people come up to you after the show like, "Hey, that was dope."
Hell yeah!
Did they
every
ask
show,
you,
every show, every
for,
little show I do.
Did they ask you about what's your social media? How do I find you? They ask you that?
What's your social security?
Yeah, it's funny. No, dude, it's funny, man, because they'll hit me up, after I do my little performance, my little thing, and they'll be like, "Hey, yo, what's this, what's that?" But after that, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that interaction.
No,
you know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? But the cool thing
yeah.
about it is the experience.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me, because whether I'm performing in front of one person or 100 people or 1,000 people, at the end of the day, like, I'm always gonna be nervous because I'm putting myself out there.
Oh yeah,
and like crazy. That's like, I don't have fucking veins of steel, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll be emotionally disconnected from myself to where like sometimes I don't have emotions when like actual serious shit goes on with my life. But at the end of the day, like, I understand, like, hey, you know what, like, I gotta fucking get this shit, so I just do it.
Well, I mean, you've had experience on stage.
I have experience with that, and I've had experience with people coming up to me like, hey, that was real funny, let me get your Instagram, how do I know next time your show's going on? All of that started picking up for me like right before fucking pandemic. Like, I had
before the year 2020.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
It's been like
it was. I mean, it wasn't like January 1st. It was definitely like fucking, what was it, like March 22nd?
Like, I mean, you started hearing a lot about it like the mid-February.
Right. But I've only had like 2 different shows that I did where I had people come up to me, hey, what's your Instagram? You know what I mean? Like Bobby's had that. It happen. Bobby, yeah, I watched it happen. I did a show and then someone came up to me. Like, that's what happens. Bobby had that same experience. Like, what? How long you been getting on stage?
I mean, for the past like 3 months.
3 months. Okay, that's longer than I've been doing comedy. That's longer than I've been doing comedy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been rapping for like 2.5 years.
There you go.
That's something. Not like professionally, obviously, but like crafting my shit. Yeah, like I've been doing that for a few years, so that's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I started doing comedy in January?
Yeah.
January at best. I didn't start getting invited to be a featured comic until I want to say like late February.
Okay.
Which is pretty fast considering. You know what I mean? Like, I hear different stories about like it's gonna be years before you even get to do something like that. You're not gonna be a paid comic, so this and that. And I'm not saying like I'm the most hilarious comic. It's just, I said yes. That's basically all it was. I said yes, I'll go to your show. Yes, I'll go do that. And I'm gonna go to every open mic because now I'm getting invited to this and that and this and that. And next thing you know, and Chris can tell you, like, I was going every fucking day. Like, every fucking day I'm going out there. Open mic. Open mic is the same thing for you because you get what? You get one song and you're off, right?
Well, I get a time limit. So.
Well, yeah, that's how it is for us. We get 5 minutes.
Yeah. So, like, if I get 5 minutes, then I'll do like 2 songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if I get like 12. 15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 8. I'm putting on a show.
Yeah, you're putting on a show at 15. Because even when it comes to comics, and you have like a show of a few comics going on, they're all each doing 15 minutes. If they're each doing 15 minutes, you're filling up an hour and a half. 2 hours easily because the headliner is going to do 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, so a headliner and rap, I'm assuming, as far as local status goes, same thing.
That's what retarded is. Like, my first actual show.
Go ahead and bring that closer to you. There you go.
My first actual show, it was like a rock show. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were like playing guitars and shit, live instruments, and I'm like, hey, I got my phone, some beats. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was pretty crazy for me because like I forgot some words on a song, but I still had a good time, and like there are people there who were actually like vibing with my stuff, so I felt really good about it. And that alone, like I said, doesn't matter the amount of people, just seeing that energy coming from my energy. And sometimes, as you can hear my voice, my energy be kind of monotone. It'd be like just one straight line.
Yeah, you're doing it now, man.
This guy.
You're doing it right now.
He's got content, but where's his energy?
But consistency is important, though.
I'm not consistent. That's the thing. It's in my music. Like, I'm inconsistent, and I don't care about it because at the end of the day, it's just like when my art is ready, I'm gonna put it out. Yeah. And whoever listens to it, listens to it. It is what it is, because I feel. Right now in this era, a lot of the stuff you see online that's sponsored, it's people who are forcing themselves on other people, or not even that, putting themselves out there to where they don't care who listens. Right. I do kind of care who listens. Okay. Like, I don't mind bad criticism. That's gonna happen.
Regardless, yeah.
So it's not bad criticism that's like, holding you back from putting yourself out there. Mm-hmm. You just want to make sure that you are strictly only hitting your target audience?
I don't want to make sure that it happens.
You want to,
but that's what the goal is.
Yeah.
And then when that broadens, you know what I'm saying, I'm more intrigued to put out more stuff and then experiment and change up the stuff that I'm saying, change up what I'm doing.
So, like for me, I guess if it was my opinion, I mean, you have that potential for sure.
Oh,
but I mean, like, you also can be trying to reach out to the audience that understands your audience, in a sense.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like, hey, like, why do you listen to this guy?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
So, like, you're going to have, like, say when you hear a song and you're like, I don't really care for the song too much, but I know somebody who would. And have you not told somebody about it?
Right, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
people.
You still want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a sniper in a sense. Like, you're definitely going in there like Rambo and just try to spray every motherfucker you can.
I mean, that's what I see a lot of.
Yeah.
And I personally think that it's cool, but also it's like a little much.
Yeah.
But I'm very introvert.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm over here trying to be an extrovert with my music, but at the same time, I'm also like self-conscious about it.
But
which
you're
then
an
brings
introvert.
back
You're an
those
introvert
tendencies. You know.
You're an introvert in life, but when you're on stage, you're an extrovert. That's what you're saying, right?
No. When I'm making my music, I'm an introvert.
Right.
Because in life, like when I'm around people, especially whether I'm, you know, under the influence or not, I'm very sociable. I am a social butterfly. Like, if I can sense, like, hey, this person wants to talk to me, or if I'm like, hey, I want to go talk to this person about yada, 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 like, I'll fucking go up and do it. But when it comes to, like, performing, like, I'm like, dude, like, oh, shit, like, I'm gonna say some, like, rehearsed stuff, yeah. But it's like, I personally think it's cool.
Yeah.
But what if that other person doesn't? And at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do my shit. But the process in which I actually end up getting to that point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my shit. It's like a train wreck, bro, because I'm having to clean up all these pieces, you know, pick up all the parts and put it back on the railroad and be like, all right, let's go ahead and let's start this Joker up again. You know, that's basically what it is. And I love it, but it's also annoying.
Do you miss it though?
Hell yeah, I miss it, dude, because I'm fucking performing, dude. Like, I like making and mixing music, like, that's fucking awesome, but I love performing. I like getting on
like
stage,
watching the people react. You like getting up there for a reason, right?
You
like knowing that when you get up there you're actually like tickling a bone, you know what I mean?
In
like
a sense,
you're actually like
in my music, like, I always have like somewhat of a message, like, you know what I mean? It's more so to self, and then also it's about my environment, but like, I don't like to just talk about
what's this message you're trying to put out, man?
It's okay to try and find
with a 14-year-old. How dare you?
Ha ha ha! Very funny.
You're not R. Kelly.
It's okay to try and forge
that's
your own understanding about your faults and yourself,
right?
And then turn it into something beautiful.
Yeah.
And then also acknowledge what's going on around you, and, you know, like, that's pretty much it. Like, awareness, not only about self, but more so your environment. But right now, like, with the music, well, with the lyrics that I have written, it's all about myself, like, just self in general. And I try and make it to where, like,
I wanted to
lyrics.
Most fucking rap.
That's a very important thing. As you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fucking.
It's annoying, dude.
That's very. Like, here's an important thing that I've always been told. Like, I'm new to comedy, just like you're new to rap, as far as like being out there, right?
Putting
like,
myself out there,
putting yourself out there, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that I've heard recently is that if you're not gonna talk about what you don't believe in, you know what I mean? If you're not gonna talk about what you believe in, you're not gonna get your crowd.
That's right.
You're not gonna get your crowd. And another thing I always say is, even with my own jokes, because with my own jokes, I'm always like, what? Rappers talk about it. If you know my jokes, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, you need to be able to get your crowd. And it doesn't matter who you are in that sense. Like, whether you're a fucking poet or you're a fucking comedian, you're a rapper, you're doing rock music, you're a fucking pole dancer and you want to do interpretive art on the pole, and that only other people that understand what you're doing will get you. That's what you need to do, whatever it may be. But you need to do what you feel that actually is right. Now the people that have told me that can go suck a dick, but I still, but I still respect their input on that. Like they're not wrong about it. You know what I mean? Like I'm down for that. Like when you start rapping about what you believe in, that's when you know the music's gonna be right.
Dude, I mean, yeah and no, because I really don't like to bring it up because I feel like it's brought up a lot.
Well, people come here on this show and bring up things they've never talked about before. So
okay, well,
don't hold back.
It's usually porn.
It's usually porn.
I'm really not trying to like have a whole discussion about it, but like Eminem's Revival,
right?
For instance, like didn't get a whole lot of good criticism, majorly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On a major scale. It's a good album. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, there's really that
album.
Yeah.
Everyone just didn't like the beats.
Yeah,
shit like
the
that.
beats
and the message behind it.
Yeah. So
his skills are still
but
there
there's
regardless.
People
like
out there that listen. There's
there.
people out there that listen to beats. People out there listen to lyrics. So you'll have two different sets of people that say it's a good album and a bad album.
Is nowadays there's too many people listening to beats and not to lyrics.
Dude, that's the thing.
Well, what makes more money? You know what I mean?
It's not. I don't know if it makes more money.
It's about
it's force fed to you.
No, but no. I'm not saying I agree with those people. I'm just saying what is making more money. People are real big about money, right? Like people are fucking, especially the younger generation. So, they're all about being able to make money without leaving the couch.
Here's the thing. All right, do you remember when you used to go to the clubs?
No, because I hardly went.
Okay, I remember going to clubs when I was like in my early 20s, like
not 21, a story
22 and shit.
You to say.
And I remember listening to songs. When you went to the club, you heard songs that you didn't hear on the fucking radio. Like, that was the whole point of going to the club.
Hell yeah.
But like, if you sit in your car and you hear the same fucking Cardi B song that you're gonna hear you'll hear in fucking elevators and shit like that. Like, that's not what real people want to hear. Like, there's different type of, like, there's the shit you hear on the radio, and then there's like shit that you don't hear on the radio because it's that dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you used to hear at the clubs. Now you just hear the same shit all day long every day. I mean, fucking most radios play
most clubs in town here
are
mixed clubs, anyways. They got your Tejano. They're like I have a Tejano club. I have a Tejano area, or I have a hip hop, and then you can do EDM here, and then you can blah blah blah, whatever. Like, I mean, every they have that.
Town has that. I mean,
not every town.
Florida had the you know.
Okay, Florida is is the party state.
Is it though?
Florida is the party state.
No, that's where people go and make mistakes and get arrested on.
What do you do at parties?
Don't get arrested.
I've never been to a party coming home going, I'm glad I slept with her.
I am so glad today happened.
Never had that happen at a party.
It was the first time I ever tried ketamine. Thank God I went out.
Have you ever gone to a high school party and like back when you were in high school? Please. Let's go.
I skipped high school. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You skipped middle school.
No, the majority of high school I just
because you were a janitor there.
I didn't
skip. Anyways.
I retired. I mean, graduated.
I retired / graduated.
Yeah.
As long as you got that piece of paper, man.
I had to do something. Yeah, I got the fucking piece of paper. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
No.
That's it, man.
But the music nowadays isn't. How do I say it without sounding like a dick? Like,
do it, dude.
It's just music nowadays it's very, very limited when it comes to talent and vocal ability.
I don't disagree. Disagree.
That's all across the board. I think that's every type of music in general.
How do you think an artist feels when it comes to that?
Yeah, that's got to be shitty.
So I'm gonna be neutral.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna be fucking neutral.
How about don't? How about
the reason I'm gonna be neutral just about this subtopic in regards to music.
You mean you're neutral about it in general?
It's no.
So let it out.
I will tell you.
No, tell us what you actually think.
That there are artists out there who have a lot of publicity.
Yeah.
Who I personally feel don't have a whole lot of talent.
Right.
Now
there's a lot of those.
I also
trust me, it happens. It happens in comedy too.
I also feel like there's artists out there who have talent,
right?
Who get a lot of publicity,
right?
But their content is terrible because you actually pay attention to it.
That's because that's what they call it. I think selling out is what they call it.
I mean, dude, you can call it that.
I have a saying, and I've said it for probably the past 4 podcasts, probably. I'm going to say it on stage one day, I'm sure. But you can never, ever underestimate the stupidity of our own kind. Never, ever underestimate our stupidity. The thing is that people are aware of it. You have smart people that are aware of it that don't want to just call you out. The thing is that if you tell your audience that they're all stupid, they're probably not going to listen as much. You know what I mean? Don't remind them, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, don't remind them. In a sense, just go with it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to do something every now and then that you're not going to be too proud of. But the thing is that you're going to be doing this for, what, 20, 30 years? How long do you plan on doing it? If you
you're gonna die doing this shit.
If you have a passion doing it, why would you stop doing it after a certain period of time? This isn't a hobby to you, right?
Give me a microphone, my respirator.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be 90 doing it. You don't want to be 90 doing it. You want to be doing it now.
I would love to hear a dope ass 90-year-old.
How old are you, Bobby?
Dude, I'm 27.
You're 27? You should have done it already, like 7 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're not even
that's
lying,
not necessarily.
Not necessarily,
hey,
no.
You know what? I'm not even going front because I feel like there's also that, but not saying that you are, but there's bias, there's judgment against, men.
Right.
That's not really women.
You want to get into the conversation we had on the patio
men
before the podcast?
Who are older in a sense, but they're still pursuing young blood sports,
right?
And they're like professionally.
That's
in
what
a
I'm
sense.
doing.
So like instead of being in high school and doing tournament stuff,
I'm
like
in
that,
denial like a motherfucker.
You're a grown man.
Yeah,
could have went to college. Yeah, didn't, and you're over here, doing some other stuff like throughout the city,
right,
or throughout the state.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel I'm in that crowd. Because I'm 27.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rap. I am trying to leave my job.
Yeah.
But it's more so because I do like doing it, and it took me such a long time to do it.
Yeah.
I was so focused on being with girls and skateboarding. That was it.
You skateboarded?
Dude, yeah, I skateboarded.
I skateboarded too.
Yeah, man.
Actually, my skateboard's in the living room. All I do now is just take it back and forth in my truck.
Dude, like Steve-O said, man, I rode that cocktail in a dress, bro. And it was dope, bro. Like, I love it. I still watch it from time to time, but at the end of the day, that's not me no more. Like, I have a board. I got, it's got wheels, everything on it. I'll ride it, but I'm so focused on like, hey, you know what? I want to do this music stuff. Not because there's a whole lot of money to it, but only because like there's stuff going on and not a lot of people are touching on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, let me go ahead and talk about that. And
right.
Also, let me beat myself to where I no longer have to fight with myself, and I can come to a compromise and just be a whole person and just be a better individual. You
want to tear it apart and make sure that when it comes back together, it's you.
In a sense,
In a sense, right?
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like that's something a lot of people forget when it comes to that. Like, you want to make sure it's you that's always out there.
Yeah.
Anytime that people are hearing your voice, and they want to make sure that it's your influence that you're putting on them.
Yeah.
In a sense, right?
Yeah,
like, you're not just trying to put music out. You're trying to put influence. You're trying to fucking put a message out there.
Not so much influence, but a message. And also, like, I feel like my wordplay is phenomenal.
You gonna give us something later or no?
Dude, I'm a phenom. Undertaker, bro.
We'll have I'll make Chris put something on, and you just fucking rap to it. We'll do a fucking.
You can make a beat in like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
You can do a beat in 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. Bet, man.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah,
he can.
Love iPhones. Legit.
No, he can though. He can. He's,
okay.
I mean, I wanted to make sure that he was the one that made the beat for our show. We have a new one for this one.
Yeah.
Like, this episode right here is a new beat.
Yeah, I think after
we haven't even heard it yet.
Like every 10 of it.
Nice,
yeah,
man.
you haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. This will be a freestyle.
Fuck
Sweet.
yeah. So other than that, man, like let's just get away from all that. Let's get away from all that. What are you doing to kill your time right now? Like
You work, right?
You just push it to the side.
let's push it aside. We'll come back to it later, dude.
Yeah, I'm essential.
That sucks.
You're
I am
essential. What are you
fucking
doing, man?
essential.
What are you doing?
I work for a bank. I'm not gonna say who,
Nah, you don't have to.
but
Yeah,
that's
okay.
good. I appreciate
Yeah,
that
you don't have
because
to.
I hate peer pressure, bro. But yeah, I work for a bank, so like I get a lot of
Yeah, they want their money right
a lot
now.
of phone calls, man.
Like legit.
Well,
Okay,
Okay,
hold
so
on.
let me be honest. It's not so much they want their money. It's they are now able to pay attention. There's a lot of distractions on this planet. There's a lot of distractions in the U.S. There's a lot of distractions in these little
What
cities.
do you mean by distractions? Give me one example by a distraction.
Restaurants.
That's not fair, man.
Restaurants.
That's where we come from.
And no disrespect to
Yeah.
restaurant businesses
Disrespect-
and
no,
owners.
disrespect
No
them.
disrespect whatsoever.
Disrespect
only because
them.
I respect the hustle. However, it's a company in which it's very lucrative, especially if you're good at putting out the product
Yeah.
and displaying it and cooking it properly
And paying your bills.
and also paying your bills, taking care of your place,
Yeah.
doing fucking covering
Yeah,
all corners,
yeah.
all bases. However, there's a lot of them out there
Yeah.
also pushing. Everyone has their dream. Everyone follows the pyramid scheme in
So
some
how
form or
often-
sense, and it's crazy.
Real quick.
It's
How
so
often
crazy.
do you put your own self and your own passion in that position?
Mm.
There's a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this
pyramid
and that going
scheme,
on
bro.
there. It's a pyramid scheme in everything, bro.
Everything.
Like, do you look at the same, like being in a bank and being a rapper and being in a restaurant before? Do you notice that consumerism all kind of works the same
Everywhere. Bro.
everywhere, right? It's all about advertisement. It's all about like what the product is. Is it good? Is it bad? Should I come back to see it again? Like you do notice the pattern, right?
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people may not. A lot of people may not. You have an advantage on that. You have your way up there for that reason.
Everybody does. Everyone who watches this podcast does.
Well, now they'll know. Right now they'll know. But that's the thing. That's the reason.
Dude, 51 episodes. Are you serious?
Yeah, we're bored.
That's content. And you know
We've
what?
been bored. At least 51 times.
Quality over quantity. But if you can produce quality at a great quantity, it's
I
fucking
argued
great.
that. I argued that on your Facebook.
Go ahead, man.
Sometimes it's quantity over quality.
Why?
Why?
I'd love to hear it.
I would love to hear
Well,
it.
his
hear it.
reference was the world of serving.
Why don't we have 54 episodes right now?
Because you deleted at least one of them.
Why?
I wonder why.
Because the quality was bad.
No.
Of
it
the
was
content.
quality.
Of the-
If you edited it right, there was quality, bro.
The quality to us may have been great, but there's reasons why it's not going out.
Exactly.
Basically, we have a few episodes out.
And we
Bobby.
took a week off. At
Bobby,
least.
we had a few episodes out that we should never. Ever
Well, there's
air.
the mystery or the ghost episode that was
We have
the
an
one
episode
I
that Chris forgot to
I
hit
didn't
record
forget.
on.
I pressed it. It just wasn't recording through the
This is
program.
where we reminisce. So you gotta
Yes,
put in the
yes.
effects.
So we
didn't
did
have
like
video back then.
We
so
did
it
like
wouldn't
an
happen.
hour and 15 minutes of just wonderful content.
Yeah.
And I pressed playback and there was nothing. So that there's
terrible.
one.
Right, that's one.
There's at least one deleted one.
Yeah.
Because alcohol.
Oops. Yeah.
There's actually been at least one other one where the quality just.
We have some where the sound quality was just so bad we can put it out.
Think about it. If we worried about quality every episode, we would have half as many episodes.
But the quality of the content is always more important. We have an episode
True.
out where there's like 7 of us here, and the sound quality sucks.
Yes, it was.
It was horrible
But
sound
that's
quality.
7 people in,
But
like,
the
3
actual
languages.
content was good,
Gold.
so we kept it on. You know what I mean? So we knew that was going to do
Well,
well.
we had 7
That was
people.
That's
72,
that's
that's
still
quality.
a form of quality.
right.
Quality over quantity. Argue with me all you want, bro.
I'm
so
with Bobby on that one.
This is why I say that. Now, like, you didn't really touch too much base on it in my comment or in my post because I put even with your regs. Because with your regs, let's say you have 20 people that come in.
Yes.
Right.
To the bar.
Okay.
And you serve them up. They all pay you $10, $15, $20 the max, right?
Yes.
And then you have 5 regs that come up.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be an individual. It could be parties.
Okay.
However, you know what I'm saying? You know those
still,
regs are going to pay
quantity.
You a good amount of money.
Yes, you're right. They'll pay me a good amount of money, but in the same time that they're there with anybody else, or because they're regulars, they might stay just a slightly longer time. All those other people, I can get in and get out, and I can make that much more money. It's quality. You can still give them. You can still give them quality, mm-hmm. but you can do it as fast as possible and make that much more money.
But it all deals with quality.
Not necessarily, because there's not necessarily.
Okay, listen. Actually, yes, because you can have 50 people and know you're going to make $5 off that person, each individual, no matter how good or bad you are. Now, I'm not saying be complete shit. No, you don't have to do your best. But if you're somewhat doing your best, even 85% because of whatever you're fucking going through personally, you're fucking there at night dealing with 50
you still
people.
Have to perform.
Here's what
you still have to perform. Yeah.
You up your shit from 5 to at least maybe 10.
You're right.
20,
but regardless, you still have to worry about the quantity of people that you take care of. If you take care of more people, all right. For example, our podcast. You would rather have. Here's a good example. Our podcast, right? Me and you know, because of our sense of humor, it's not necessarily for everybody. No. We've had this discussion.
Yeah, we've had it.
It's not necessarily for everybody. Some people might not find us funny. Some people will fucking hate us. It doesn't matter.
Some people love us. Don't forget love. Don't forget love.
Love. But here's the thing: we put out 51 episodes, and we have literally. We have flooded social media, and we've done all that. We continue to do more, but it's probably not as much as we first hoard ourselves out at when we first came out. But the more people that we shoved out, we knew that we had content. Yeah. Regardless, we knew some people might not think it's quality content. However, you're reaching that small amount of people that do think we have quality content. Which I mean, even in your genre, your thing, you got rapping going on and shit like that. You say that you're trying to reach a target audience, but at the same time, all those other people that are fucking getting the attention and all that shit, they're literally whoring themselves out. That's why, if you have quality content or you have quality, and you only distribute it to a small amount, and you're trying to reach that target audience, it'll take you longer to get to where you want to be if you're just focusing on that small group, as opposed to somebody who's like, yo, I got content, I'm going to shove it in your fucking ass every second of every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Like that, if you're shoving it up everyone's fucking ass and down their throat and in their face every second of every day, you're going to reach a wider audience.
Can you think of a local rapper right now that's doing that?
I don't think there is. I haven't heard of any local.
No, we haven't heard of it, but we're in a comedy community. We know of a few people. We know comics that do it. Are you in a rapping community where you know a rapper that's just shoving himself out there? Is it working?
Yes.
Right?
It works for them.
It works for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in a sense, like, It's putting yourself out there. It's putting yourself out there.
It probably works for them because they're like, look.
That's like a video of a 9-year-old. That's like a video of a 9-year-old girl that does a cartwheel. Put it on YouTube, and the next thing you know,
no, conversation down,
and just shove it out there, and just
I will shut this whole conversation down.
Everyone's gonna know about it
right now. TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut it down right now. TikTok.
Okay, TikTok. TikTok.
That's quality over quantity all day, every day, and there's a billion motherfuckers on TikTok.
Your thing was quantity over quality.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Quantity. That's clearly quantity over fucking quality, bro.
Yeah, clearly.
There's TikTok 9. I'm not gonna fucking. I don't want to bash it completely because I have it, and on occasions I'll look at shit. But it takes like 2 seconds for me to be like, all right, TikTok's the same fucking song, and different people listen to it. Like that's it.
Yeah, because all it is just where they strip the user of the sound, unless the user's using their own sound. Yeah, and they strip that and they put their own shit.
They're dubbing it. Basically.
You know what I'm saying? And the user just does whatever they wanted with it, and that's what makes it awesome. That's what makes awesome.
TikTok.
I'm not saying that I use it. Now I've done it with my wife.
Of course.
I've done it with my wife.
Of course. Everybody has a TikTok.
Twice. It's cool. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I do it as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
No,
be in my
I've been a
foot
victim
like,
of.
I'm gonna do a quick
I've been a
TikTok real
victim
quick.
of like watching TikTok. I mean, usually after I have used all my lives and all my games on my phone, I'll be like, TikTok.
You got no more power to make more moves.
Do an
Yeah, and then I'm like,
fuck. Coin set, something like that.
But that right there is a prime example of quality over quantity. There's so many people on TikTok that you're bound. Then they're reaching so many fucking people because I mean, who isn't a social media whore nowadays? Where like they like and accept and friend request everybody and their mom.
I don't want to be a social media whore, but I feel
Who? No one really does.
No, nobody wants to.
I feel like
Nobody
No,
wants to.
actually, people want to.
No, there are some people that
I
want to.
put out a song
You're right.
and I'm like, who listened to it? Who listened to
You're
it?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Oh, I got 10 listens in 10 minutes. Hell yeah, bro. I feel so good.
Yeah,
like I'm talking about like I'm going to the restroom. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some shea butter real quick. You know, tell the wife watch the kids real quick. Like I be feeling good when someone listens to my shit.
Yeah.
When someone likes my shit, I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Social media whore, dog. Let me put out some more shit.
That's not being a social media whore. You're
okay. Well, social media whore is where you're really like putting yourself out there, as you said, shoving content in somebody's fucking face. Yes,
where you
I
on
don't
your
really do
social
that.
media. On your social media, do you literally just friend request and accept anything and everybody?
I plead the fifth.
He's all, I got a guy for that.
Fuck it.
No, I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Dude.
What about
to
messages?
Be honest,
You get a lot of messages?
No, forwards. But
I get a lot of weird
family. I'm in a family.
No,
group
I get
chat.
a lot of weird messages lately, dude. I've had weird messages.
The weirdest message I've gotten recently is from my wife.
It's not that. It wasn't until I started comedy it started getting weirder.
Yeah, but that's
weirder.
But when you started doing comedy, you opened yourself up to a whole
lot. I did.
And you said it yourself earlier. You have how many?
I have like I don't know 1,200 friends on Facebook. That's not really
just on Facebook.
That's Facebook. Facebook. That's not that
and
much.
Granted,
though.
they're not just friends, but you have 1,200 opportunities for someone to give you a weird fucking message.
Well,
and I had one.
I have like 180.
I have one weird opportunity. I don't know. It was weird though. It was
I
pretty
feel like
weird.
It's not just weird. You've had a couple weird ones.
I've had that one's the weirdest.
That one's really.
It's weird for me.
That's really pushy.
Yeah, that was real pushy.
Right, we're talking about. I don't
know.
We're definitely.
We're talking about two different people.
My email.
My point exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I have somebody that wants to be on our show.
All right.
A comedian from another city in Texas.
Bet.
And this person also has talked about trying to fuck.
Is this person a male or
it's a female?
Okay.
It's a female.
Don't get weird, bro.
He said person. I'm trying to find out
He's
what
just trying to be vague.
I'm trying to be vague. But
this person's trying. I mean,
no. But
dude,
I mean, you
I'm
can have
vague. Over here. My parents were
dude,
cops in a sense. My bad.
No.
My bad.
No, you are asking the right questions. I want you to keep doing it.
All right.
But what's going on is that this female here, she is. At first, I didn't know, but it was about getting on the podcast. Apparently, that's what I learned today. And next thing you know, it was questions about I can get a better looking girl that isn't fat, and we can have a threesome if this and that. This is just the conversation today. I was like, so I have a thing. Like I have a standards type of thing.
People send me stickers and messages. Bro.
Yeah, like I have a standards thing about myself. Like if a woman is with someone, I'm not gonna play Sancho. I'm sorry, I knocked that down, but I'm not gonna play Sancho for nobody.
Scared the shit out of me.
Can we get a translation?
Sancho, dude.
Stop! I know what it is.
No, I want Bobby to do it. What does Bobby think?
Oh,
Bobby, what's the Sancho?
Guy that walks in and out of windows with the sombrero.
Okay, anyways, so before I got
side dude.
It's usually
before I
became
it's
usually
black. Yeah.
All right.
I'm black from the waist down.
Damn, you have like just black names though.
What do you mean?
His name is Bobby Mack.
Yeah,
Bobby Mack. So Bobby's a nickname. Mack's my actual middle name, but my real name is Robert Mack Butler. Second. Hey,
there's no Spanish in any of those
Butler's
names.
Irish. My mom's maiden name is. I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do that.
No, don't do that.
You
don't have to do that.
That's a security question.
Yeah.
Your first pet.
People are
Where did you go to
gonna
high school?
What was the name of your first pet?
Yeah.
Hey guys,
but
What's the street you lived on?
Let's do a questionnaire after this podcast on Facebook. Let's answer all our security questions.
Dude, it's so crazy how quick people are to answer those.
Oh, so easy too.
Dude, all those fucking little Facebook section.
We're bored.
I don't care.
Even
Shit,
before
man.
quarantine, we were bored.
Yes.
The thing is that
My screen time went up like 8 hours on my phone. Though.
the people in our generation, including yours, we get bored quickly, bro.
Yeah,
That's like
Yeah,
we
our
get
attention spans are
bored
short as
so
fuck, bro.
quick. Our attention span is short as fuck.
Yeah, like 3 minutes.
I was
not
diagnosed with
good.
ADHD back in 2014 by myself. I didn't go to no doctor. I realized I can't.
By yourself? Yeah. You know that shit only affects like 2% of adults, right?
I mean, I'm a 2%er, bro. It is what it is. I can't
great.
drink whole milk.
Dude, I fucking WebMD'd it, bro. I'm totally fucking ADHD.
You WebMD.
I still ain't gonna lie to you.
I always think of Spider-Man whenever somebody says WebMD.
Dude, I
He
can't.
comes in like webs you and he's like, you're sick.
You have cancer.
You can't,
I'm out.
You can't WebMD back pain without it saying you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, it's like, pancreatic cancer and shit.
Oh my goodness. I don't like a WebMD, man.
I don't like any of that shit.
I don't trust doctors. Why the fuck would I trust the internet?
I
bet
get
you if we
very-
all. Here's my thing. If we all just kind of, if you're in pain with something, yes. Like if it's such a severe pain that you can't stand up and move forward, like go see a doctor.
Yeah.
But my thing is like if you have a headache, and we talked about this on our last episode, where white people love going to the fucking emergency room. The emergency room. The same place where people go when they had gotten a fucking shotgun wound in their leg.
Yeah, in all fairness, it's usually a white dude who gets
It's usually a white dude too, but a white dude going in there for a migraine. White people go to the hospital for migraine.
Walk into
That's
an
bullshit.
emergency room, and I guarantee probably 70% of everyone in the emergency room
It's a
is
migraine. It's a white person with a
It's
migraine.
white. It's a white person.
My head hurts. I
They're
have
just
to
like
go to the hospital.
For one, we complain a lot. For two, we think everything affects us. And three, like I said, we have insurance, so it's like why not utilize that shit?
Wow. I can't even talk about black people like that, man.
No, man.
No.
First of all, black people, your head don't hurt that much.
I'm sorry, I don't have a right.
Way. I respect that shit, man.
I could be a self-hating. I could be a white person who points out all of our flaws. I mean, it's in the history books, like in all of them.
If it was Mexican or black, because I think it's the same in this field.
You guys got the Alamo.
Shut up. If your head hurts that much, your parents would be like, your head don't hurt that much. Go lay down, go drink blank, and then you're going to be okay.
Go drink Big Red.
Go drink blank. It'll be, no, not Big Red. Sprite for Mexicans.
No,
what do black
I
people
drink Sprite.
do
Sprite,
for head? Yeah,
Sprite.
Sprite or 7 Up.
Yeah.
That's like the thing you're supposed to drink when you're sick.
No,
That's
white
the
people
first-
drink 7-Up.
No, I drink Sprite.
White people
Just
drink-
because Sprite was sponsored by the NBA doesn't mean white people didn't fucking drink it, bro.
It's because you're tall, man.
Hey, you're 6 foot. Hey, you're on my team.
Yeah.
Man,
Can you shoot? Doesn't matter. Stand under the basket.
You look like you could play, bro.
I heard that a lot in high school because I was taller.
Yeah.
They play basketball. They didn't care. They were like, all right, just stand under the hoop.
Stand underneath.
I
You're
was
tall.
asked,
When the
can
ball
you
comes
jump?
at you, jump.
You're there for
Can
rebounds,
you
Yeah.
jump?
Oh, yeah, easily.
and that's it.
Can you jump?
I mean, when I was younger, I can't do shit now.
Can you jump?
No, I can't even walk forward.
I get winded
I can't
walking
even
to the
walk forward,
patio.
bro.
I feel sorry for you, man.
Why? I don't. I'm fine with it.
What can't you do?
Just sit there to sit there.
No,
Not
I
a
can't
bad
walk forward. So I can. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll be at the gym for hours, but like I'll have days where I just walking forward hurts. It just hurts.
Listen, I don't have that problem. I just choose to
I wake
stand
up in
and walk
pain,
and sit
bro.
down somewhere else.
I was telling Chris about this not too long ago. I feel like my body is constricting. Actually,
You're shrinking?
Yeah,
That's
it
early.
feels like it.
You're not supposed to start shrinking till you're like 52.
It feels like my leg is compressing.
Honey, I Shrunk the Vic.
Pretty much, man.
All right. Cool deal, man.
It's
Call
all
you
that,
Ant-Man.
It's all that dry spell I've had for a while.
I see you coming along with that Paul Rudd right there.
Paul Rudd.
Talking about your beard.
I'll take it.
Talking
I'll take
about
it.
your
I'll take
beard,
it. I got used to being called Ben Affleck for so long. I'm happy to hear a different name.
That's just weird.
My sister,
That's just
my
weird.
family,
That's someone would call
always-
you Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I got a little tired of it.
You don't like Ben Affleck?
Yeah, he's great. He was Batman.
He's fucking cool as
He
shit.
was
Kinda.
Batman.
Kinda.
No, he was Batman for
Kinda.
2 movies.
He was kind of.
He was
Batman.
okay.
He was.
He was in a Batman movie.
How many movies was
Okay, Michael Keaton was kind of Batman.
Michael Keaton was the original Batman. Shut your
Michael
mouth.
Keaton was Batman for how many movies?
3.
2.
3.
2.
Was it 2? Yeah, because then it was.
Because the
Val
third
Kilmer.
movie was George Clooney. You
And then
dipshit.
it was Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
That's right. It doesn't matter.
Michael
He
Keaton
started that
was
shit. Tim Burton
Michael Keaton
and
was
Tim Burton
Batman
directed
just
those
as long
movies.
as fucking Ben Affleck was Batman.
Tim Burton directed those movies. That's what made those movies better than fucking
Christopher Nolan.
the fucking duck. Who
Oh
has
no,
an
that was
insurance
different.
company.
Zack
Christopher
Snyder.
Nolan was fucking.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian.
Christopher Nolan was Christian
Christian
Bale.
Bale's
Zack
dude.
Snyder was Ben Affleck.
Yeah, not a fan.
Great.
Wow.
Not a fan
Does
of those
not
movies.
like Ben Affleck. Okay.
Not as Batman. Loved him in Dogma. Fantastic.
Dude, yeah,
Perfect.
He's a shit in Dogma.
Yeah, perfect.
He was an asshole.
Was he good in that movie?
He was an asshole in that
I like
movie.
Yeah,
him
that's
in
what makes him
Goodwill
great.
Hunting. He was good in Goodwill Hunting. I like
Yeah,
him in his most
that was a good
recent movie.
movie.
He was
That
a
was good- that was a good movie.
a
It wasn't the
soldier.
best.
Yeah.
He was a soldier. They were robbing a
What
cartel
do
or
we
something like
watch?
that.
There's a Ben Affleck movie that's actually really good. Which one was it?
Got killed.
What the
in
fuck?
movie,
No,
actually.
I don't know anything he was in when it came to Kevin Smith movies. I think he was pretty good in.
Kevin Smith.
Chasing Amy. That was definitely a good
Yeah,
role.
Kevin
for
Smith
him.
is one of those
Jersey Girl.
genius.
You're
Yeah,
talking about Jersey
he
Girl.
plays
Directors,
like a good spaz. I don't think he plays a great superhero. Like a nervous, like
I liked him as
spaz.
Batman. I'm not gonna lie. I liked him as
I
Batman.
liked
he's
him as
completely
Batman.
forgettable for me.
Yeah.
Clearly, George Clooney is too, because I was like,
I
what?
fucking hate George Clooney
Yeah.
in general.
I mean, he was great as.
You don't like George Clooney?
The only movie that he did that I like
South
is
Park.
Men That Stares at Goats.
That is a great movie.
It was a
but
good
I think
movie.
that was a lot had to do with the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
Like a.
Well, I mean, it was-
I liked him in We Three Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
a
a good
good
movie.
movie.
But again, that's the cast that was around him,
Yeah.
and the writing in that movie was dope.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen The Kingdom with Jamie Foxx?
Yes, that's a good.
That's a
movie.
good movie.
I have.
I feel like that's a very underrated war movie. Like a really good underrated war movie.
Yeah. Didn't that?
It's not
wasn't that
necessarily
come out-
a
that came
war
out right
movie
before
either,
Ray,
but-
though, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
It
get
did.
no play.
Yeah. It was just really
Because he
good.
killed it as Ray Charles. Now, like, that was like
Killed
the
it as the he was killed it in fucking The Kingdom.
yeah.
There's a scene where they're going in there and they're doing their strike. And Jamie Foxx throws a grenade in the window. And then next thing you know, everybody stops shooting. I was like, Like, I guess the main characters in the movie, they worked for like the CIA or something like that. It wasn't like directly a war movie, but when they went out in the battle, it was war times. So
True.
it was very interesting perspective.
I liked him in Law Abiding Citizen.
Yeah, that was a
I've
good
only
movie.
seen that once. That's the one with Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah.
That's where he fucking
Butler boy.
he gets that golf ball with the fucking in the van. He opens the key. He opens that fucking door.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
That was fucking crazy. The shit that people come up with in movies.
We're living.
Dude, Fast and
No, god damn it! Fuck.
What about it? What about it? Let
Why
him
do
get it
people
out.
bring this shit
Shut up. Let him get it out.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay.
I heard it's fucking ridiculous.
Terrible.
As far as the storyline from where Fast and Furious started from to where it's at now.
Dude, how many times have I fucking said that repeatedly? I'm so glad someone else.
So I'm not agreeing
Dude,
that.
how do they go from stealing car parts to being like
No,
who the government asked to help, and they fly cars on planes and shit? Like they.
All right, you guys.
Dude,
are
Hobbs and Shaw
racing
was-
on the street.
I love The Rock. I love Dwayne Johnson, whatever,
Rock's
and
a
all of his
shit.
shit. But
Jason
that movie,
Statham's a shit.
that movie, no need for it whatsoever.
I haven't seen it full.
They were reaching for that movie bad. Reaching.
And they're making another Fast and Furious movie, right?
Yeah, we got lucked out though, dude. That was the one good thing that came from the coronavirus. The shit got pushed out like another year. We got worried about
the
this shit.
delay on the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, that's the best thing to happen to coronavirus.
So our like third episode, Bobby, was all about just shitting.
It's titled Vin Diesel sucks.
Sorry, Vin Diesel. Sorry, Michelle Rodriguez.
Dude, all right. Since we're on the fucking subject, I want to talk about that fucked up, dumbass movie I wasted my time on, Bloodshot. That movie was absolutely terrible, and I don't understand.
Would you like to tell people how I enjoyed that movie?
Yeah, you slept through 3/4 of it, dude. Like,
I felt 75%.
this motherfucker fell asleep like a quarter of the way into it, woke up, credits were rolling. I was like, movie sucked. He's like, going to bed.
Didn't even
That's
care.
how terrible.
I didn't even care.
A
Vin Diesel movie to me, dude. No.
He's only.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Riddick was dope.
Any movie that he played the character Riddick was dope.
I like Riddick.
Pitch Black, Riddick,
Bloodshot. It reminded. So like looking at it, reminded me of Prototype the game.
You
know the game Prototype?
Yes.
That's kind of
reminded me of that.
What it was.
Straight up.
Yeah.
No, it's just like,
I feel like that was like if one of the Marvel movies took a shit. That would have been the movie that came out.
It was like watching a Marvel movie without a condom on.
So Disney.
While sitting on. No, because Marvel is Disney.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Marvel movies are dope.
Marvel movies are dope.
Yeah. Bloodshot was terrible.
But now they're owned by Disney, so
Yeah, but if you
I'm not going to call them Marvel movies anymore.
Why? There's still Marvel fucking movies.
Marvel Studios owned by Disney.
Dude,
Okay,
Disney
enough.
owns everything. Do you say I'm going to tune in and watch fucking The Masked Singer on Disney Channel?
So
No, you say I'm watching it on ABC or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, ABC channel, but I'm like fucking Disney, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Disney. I'm watching.
I'll say I'm gonna turn on Disney
fucking
Plus.
Iron Man 3. I'm like fucking
Disney Plus.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
It's
just
just like a web address for Marvel movies.
No, I'm jealous, man. I'm really jealous. I'm very, very, very envious right now because I'm like, shit, man. Like, I wish I had that idea. Hey, let's fucking start a studio, bro.
Yeah, someone nailed that one. Oh, who was it again?
In the coffin.
That's right, Jon Favreau. Was like, I want to make a comic book movie, and he made Iron Man, and then there was 22 other movies after that,
There you go.
and there's still 4 more next year.
Dude, the way you say that though, I just imagine him like just like coming out and be like, no, I want to make a comic book.
Dude,
movie.
that's like literally what he's done for everything. He's like, I want to make a Christmas movie. Elf is a classic.
I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige still had like some.
Yeah, he produced the shit.
Yeah, I'm sure he was like the fucking like the hand on that whole thing.
All right, so Jon Favreau, I think, directed, and I
Right.
think he helped write that movie. And
But they had
Feige
plans
just produces
to create
everything.
Other movies, they wouldn't have that end credit scene if they didn't have those plans.
True, but if it wasn't for Jon Favreau being like, "Yo, I'll direct this shit," like it probably wouldn't be as good as it was.
Whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Could you think of
whatever.
another director making that movie as good as it was?
I don't know. It's too late to think about it.
Like
It doesn't matter what we think.
That was like 10 years ago,
It doesn't matter what we think because those movies were great.
12 years ago.
It doesn't matter what we think
True.
because what came out was great, and it has become what it was now.
You know what we never got to on the last episode?
What?
My Twitter rant about the best Spider-Man movie.
Dude, I'll tell you the fucking best.
All right, you tell me
Spider-Man
your best Spider-Man movie.
My best Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Spider-Man.
What's one?
Number 1.
Like
The first one with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, see, he's one of those people, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my
I
God.
complain about you. All right.
Okay,
How
come on,
can
go.
you say that movie and that character, Spider-Man, for one, which they got a lot of shit wrong because he doesn't shoot webs out of his fucking arm. He has the fucking bands and shit. So they kind of stress the comic book a little bit. They didn't go 100% off of it. Not as accurate as you would say, I don't know, Homecoming or Far From Home.
You want to go accuracy as far
I'm not saying
as-
accuracy, and I'm saying storyline and quality of movies.
Okay.
Granted,
that's
Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man took place a long time ago, but when you don't think Tom Holland is the ultimate Spider-Man of all the
I
Spider-Mans?
think Tom Holland is one of the greatest Spider-Mans that's
Is
ever
he
been
the
out.
best Spider-Man?
Is he the best Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
He
how
is.
can you say that the original Spider-Man movie is better than anything that he's
You
done?
asked which was my favorite Spider-Man movie. I feel like
All right,
the
if you're
first
gonna
Spider-Man
rate,
is the best one.
how do you feel that's the best one?
First off, I was a kid, so
Ah.
that should introduce me to it. Now, if I was to go cartoons, I'm going to say Ultimate Spider-Man. I love the
Ultimate Spider-Man's dope, and that's
him with the fucking capes and shit. Like that shit was fucking dope, bro.
But when it comes to Marvel movies, there was a thing on Twitter where like some website did like a voting thing where they said the best Spider-Man movies of all time or whatever, which ones are the best, were always, like you said, the original Spider-Man. But here's my thing is the Homecoming and Far From Home were like 4 or lower.
Wow.
How is that? As far as I'm concerned, it's Homecoming, and we're including Spider-Verse, so it'd be Homecoming, Spider-Verse, Far From Home, then it would be the original Spider-Man.
I would say Far From Home first.
So, think about it. Tobey Maguire, when they brought him out as Spider-Man, who was watching him?
I watched it.
Maybe Gen Z after Millennials? Maybe? No. So it
was mine.
I'm wrong.
Anyways, it was my generation, man.
Anyway, so it
was Millennials.
You got the Boomers and the Millennials watching.
Okay, well,
so we're still alive for the most part. So when those polls come up, like, and those are people you
not only that, polls, though, like, it's the first Spider-Man movie, so it did get a lot of attention.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
That one did get a lot of attention because it was
it didn't make as much money as fucking
right, but if that was the only Spider-Man movie to come out, we would have been like, yeah, it was alright. Right? If you just imagine that was the only Spider-Man movie to ever come out.
Even if that was the case, I still think it was a mediocre and not the best. I still would think that they could do a way better job with Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire's character.
It could have been better, yes.
Sam Raimi directed his ass off, but the storyline and shit like that. This is
the guy that did the Evil Dead. Like, that's what he was known for.
Okay.
I love the Evil Dead, dude.
Right, but that's not anything close to Spider-Man quality movies.
No.
It doesn't matter. I still think he directed his ass off or whatever, but the writing and everything in that movie wasn't good enough to make it be the best Spider-Man ever. Like, not at all. The casting itself with fucking, what is it, Kristen Dunst and
you know why this comes up, right? The only reason that came up is because he's doing the second Doctor Strange.
Allegedly.
Supposedly. And that means that fucking Bruce Campbell is going to be in the Doctor Strange movie. Because anything that Sam Raimi does, Bruce Campbell's in it. That's like a thing.
Yeah, true.
It's a thing.
Well, I mean, even still, I don't think that the original Spider-Man deserves the praise that he got. I just don't.
Look at him. Look at him.
Fuck everybody.
Look at him. He's like, I don't know. He's like,
I really don't give a shit. I just want to say.
I don't disagree.
In no form or fashion am I saying that it's like the greatest, the best. I'm saying,
but it was most watched.
I'm saying it's my favorite only because it was the first Spider-Man movie that I ever watched.
Right.
That was live. People.
But still, you don't even like.
So like when moving forward into how we've advanced. Not only as people, but in technology. Oh yeah, dude! Like, of course now it's really easy.
Far From Home is far from.
It's super easy to actually have a movie and a comic book coincide with each other.
I'm not just talking about technology though. I'm
talking about like story.
I'm talking about story. I'm talking about like it's all cool. We already know how. Like that's the one thing I like about like Homecoming. They didn't
such nerds for this conversation.
They didn't have to go through the story of like he got bitten by a spider and all that shit. They just started right with it. Like he's becoming Spider-Man. Like that's just how they started. It wasn't like, oh, something happened. It didn't do any of that shit. It just went straight into like being a great superhero type movie. The original Spider-Man movie was more of like a love story and like a conflict of identity. Becoming Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The storyline wasn't all that great. The acting wasn't all that great to begin with either. Okay. I mean, you think about if you think about the type of character that Spider-Man would be, going off of cartoons and comic books, Tom Holland fucking nails that shit, dude. He fucking nails it. He's like kind of like the clueless, like
he's ultimate
Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland's like perfect teenage Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's ultimate Spider-Man.
Versus Tobey Maguire, he just got a fucking baby face.
Tobey Maguire and him were the same age when those movies were made. So clearly, Tom Holland captivated the character better than Tobey Maguire.
I can.
Different versions of Spider-Man, though.
Yes. I get it. I'm not disagreeing with you, but with Tom Holland, I can look at him and be like,
hey, Bobby, make sure you're.
I can look at him and I can be like, hey, yeah, he's gonna evolve as a man. Versus with Tobey Maguire, that motherfucker still got a baby face.
True, but even still,
Today, he still has that.
He still looks like he's the original Spider-Man. But even still, like, just like I said, I mean, I think if you're going back and you're like really a comic book fan, and you're looking at like character and the way that the person portrays that specific superhero,
Yeah.
Tom Holland was clearly the front runner for the best Spider-Man. I mean, what is it? Andrew Garfield?
Yeah.
He was all right.
Yeah.
Those movies were a little bit like the writing in those movies were cool. They were like kind of darker. They were more like him, like kind of like abusing his powers almost. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of what it was like, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. It was a little bit darker than like the Tobey Maguire and even the Tom Holland ones, right?
No, I don't disagree. Yeah.
Well, I mean that's like what Spider-Man 3 going into the Andrew Garfield like.
Yeah, that was the third one because Sam Raimi never made his official third one.
I can see where it was just like transitioning into that.
I just Tom Holland, bro.
Tom Holland, bro, riding it. You riding it?
That shit irritated me. I had to get it off my chest.
Well,
You feel better?
No.
No? You don't feel better, right?
No, I don't feel better.
So that was a good waste of 22 minutes.
I don't give a fuck.
That was an episode of Seinfeld. You just wasted right there.
Yeah, it was an episode about nothing.
Waiting for Kramer to bust in.
Yeah, just waiting.
I hope nobody busts into our door right now.
What'd you say?
I hope no one busts through our door right now.
No, that's not gonna happen.
That'd be terrible.
Slide through.
Hey!
After the night we had, nobody's coming
I
over.
heard you guys got coffee.
Let's see where we're at here.
You want to see where we're at here?
Yeah. Look, it's just like damn near perfect.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bobby, how are we going to find you?
How you gonna find me?
Yeah. Where are we going to find you on Instagram?
I'm in the streets, bitch.
You're gonna find me in the wardrobe.
Yeah, in the wardrobe. Besides the green room, on social media, how are we going to find you?
True.
Social media, you can go to Facebook, type in Bobby Mack, type in my name.
We need to be clear on something.
What?
Because
There's a lot of there's a few Bobby Macks.
as comedians, we know that there is a Bobby Mack comedian. So you need to make sure you separate yourself from that guy.
Make sure you're not plural when you say comedians, because I am not a comedian.
No,
I'm a rapper.
There's
I'm a rapper.
There's plenty of Bobby Macks.
You are a rapper, Christopher. And
I can rap sandwiches. I can rap to a beat. I can rap my sausage and
I can wrap a burrito like a motherfucker.
candy bars. Yeah, weirdo.
wrap my wife into a tamale.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I like that.
Eat that shit
So
up.
on Instagram, it's. Do you have an Instagram for your
I do have an Instagram.
rap persona though?
You want me to pull it up for you, man?
Yeah, you can go ahead and pull it up. I don't know, my phone's out right now.
In the meantime,
beginning
where
of
else
the
do we
episode.
find you? You have a website we can find you at?
Yeah, man. SoundCloud, Bobby Mack.
MAC or MACK?
MACK.
So that's the difference.
That is the difference.
Is that a huge difference?
That is.
So right now,
All right.
if you want to find Bobby Mack on Instagram, it's BOBBYMACK0309.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. Bobby Mack 0309. Bobby Mack with a K. Once the quarantine's over, I'm pretty sure Mr. Bobby Mack's going to be letting everybody know when his next shows are. He's going to be rapping. He's going to be letting people know where you can find him. You got something coming out on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
That's something out now?
What do you mean?
You got something on SoundCloud right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a few tracks on SoundCloud.
You got shit on SoundCloud. Is it under Bobby Mack? BOBBYMACK?
That's right.
That's
See,
right.
senor.
There you go. So you'll find Bobby Mack right there.
I think he froze on the.
No, he just hasn't moved in a while. Oh, he's frozen?
Oh, frozen.
Fuck it. All right,
It's
well.
not green anymore.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Oh.
Am I still audio recording?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, bet.
That's all that matters. If people have watched it this far, I'm very proud of them.
Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
If you guys have been making it this far, then you know that if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please make sure you are giving us that 5 stars and you're sharing everything. Give us a review.
Yeah.
YouTube, y'all been doing a good job at putting us in the comments. Make sure you get us in that algorithm. Subscribe, like. We need to get up there. Support us. It's the best way to support us without actually paying us.
Help support offensive natures.
I did say algorithm.
Algorithm.
YouTube has an algorithm. Don't you have a YouTube channel?
Everything does.
You have a YouTube channel,
The world
right?
has an algorithm.
I got like a total of like 400 views on my videos, maybe a little more. I'm so proud.
He's got like more than us.
No, actually, he doesn't.
Oh,
No.
Thanks.
I know, but
Come
I have
on,
to
man.
be
Like, be
Again,
humble, bro.
I have
Quantity. Quality.
I gotta be real with you, though. You gotta get yourself out there, man. There's an algorithm. And do it. So that way, while you're here and you made it this far,
I like being a hidden gem, bro.
Well, hidden gems don't get that money.
You're an uncut
So, don't you want that money?
I mean, yeah, I'm not addicted to it though.
No, don't be addicted to it.
Because the thing is, like, money comes and goes, and I feel like,
Right, but
me personally,
you're not gonna-
there's a difference between like having passion in what you do and putting your shit out there.
Tell you what, if
and
you're a local
then
artist,
just putting
you're
your
not
shit
gonna
out
buy
there
a boat,
because you
bro.
want money.
if you're a local artist, you're not gonna be rich enough to buy a boat.
Unless it's a small boat.
Nah, I
Boats
don't even
aren't
care.
that expensive.
I don't even
You get a boat
care
for
for
like
buying a
12
boat, dude. Like,
I was
fuck that.
I was being I don't know, over exaggerative.
Very good, man. You can exaggerate. Like, if I'm going to exaggerate, I wouldn't buy a boat. I'd buy a fucking spaceship.
There you go.
I'd invest with Elon Musk. I'd be like, hey, come on, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want a boat.
You gotta have Elon Musk.
He's like, but I want a boat. Boat sounds nicer than
You can get a
horse.
jet ski for half the price of a boat because it's half a boat.
But I don't want a jet ski.
I mean,
You can't be
go more
lazy
places
on a
with
jet
it.
ski, bro.
You can be lazy on a jet ski. Get the
No,
fuck outta
you
here.
can't.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You know what?
Yeah, you park it in the middle and you just throw a tube off the bag and just float down.
I want a jet ski,
You can just do that on
a
deck.
driver, a parachute, and a wakeboard. That's what I want, bro.
Look at
A parachute and a wakeboard.
That's an
What was the
entrepreneur
other
right
one?
there.
A driver, someone to drive my
Oh, someone
jet
to
ski.
drive you around? Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you want
what
like
I
a
wanna do,
butler?
man. I mean, not a butler, dude. I am a butler. I'll just hire a family member.
So a
and,
butler?
and I'll pay him really good too. In tacos. No, I'm just kidding.
He's hungry. That's why he said that.
Cost of living too. Man, after this, I'm gonna get some tacos, bro. No, I don't think they're gonna be open. McDonald's will be
Las
open.
No,
Vegas
you'll be
is open.
surprised.
That
You'll be-
Taco Palenque is
Yeah,
full.
you'll be
Taco
surprised.
Palenque?
You're good.
I
Dude, I think we
appreciate
ordered tacos.
We ordered from there like a couple days ago.
Yeah, at like 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning,
Yeah.
dude. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Some steak tacos. That sounds delicious.
I mean, I have a little bit of cash on me. Well, it's on my card. It's on my card.
On that note, we're out of here, right?
All right. Let's go get some tacos.
Let's go get some tacos.
Bobby, thank you. As
Bobby,
always.
thank you for coming on the show,
Dude,
guys. Make sure
appreciate
you're looking
it.
for Bobby Mack.
Fist me.
Fist me,
Wanna
bro.
do a three-way fist?
Three-way
Three-way
fisting.
fist.
Yeah. I was in the middle.